Hello, and welcome to Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. This is Grey Willow with you, and last we left off, we had a couple of things we wanted to finish up. For example, this wetted down thing. I did not like it, so we'll probably have to work on that. And the second thing was the books. I also needed to read the books, like all of these books. Like so many books. That's way too many books, honestly. Anyway, let us begin. Oh, okay, so there's not that big. That actually works out. Just a moment. Okay, yeah, let's begin. The History of the Desert Rangers by Ranger Citadel. What comes after the end? The story of the Desert Rangers begins at what many would have called the end of all human history, after the nuclear blast changed the face of the world forever and left human civilization with scars that would never heal. But humanity's resilience is its defining trait, and it should surprise no one that pockets of survivors survived the nuclear holocaust. I say pockets speculatively, and some would call me a fool for doing so, for through rumors persist of mutants being cured and turned to humans in Florida. These are obviously fairy tales, and in the centuries since the nuclear war, we here in the Arizona wastes have heard no credible reports of others surviving outside our lonely stretch of desert land. It is therefore fair to assume we're the only ones left. Okay, part 2. Okay, this is getting a little bigger. Who are we? The Desert Rangers started as an army corps of engineers battalion who were deep in the Arizona desert's construction roads and bridges on that fateful day when the bombs fell. Their isolation saved their lives, but could do nothing for their frightened, broken hearts. One can only imagine the horrors they felt as they listened to reports of their home cities and states being obliterated one after the other on their radios. The engineers did not know how or why the nuclear war happened, no more than we do today. But their supplies, military training, and knowledge of the region gave them advantage over their fellow survivors during the apocalypse and the chaotic years that would follow. They commandeered a nearby federal prison, being welcomed as saviors by the few remaining prison guards, and in a show of mercy that might have perhaps been better if tempered by wisdom, the Rangers freed the prisoners into the desert. Why? Perhaps they felt that the apocalypse had already killed enough people. Perhaps they simply didn't want to waste ammo it would have taken to execute them. In any case, the prisoners survived, which led to a volatile mix of survivors all living together in the wasteland. Isolated farming communities, scientists from secretive research facilities, citizens of small towns just looking to get by. But opposite them were not just the rapidly mutating monsters of the desert, but equally monstrous humans, cultists, and cannibals. Many of these threats were from the original prison population, as well as formerly law-abiding citizens who saw the end of the world as an excuse to abandon all of civilization's constraints. Faced with such villains, the army engineers could have hidden in the prison and lived only for their own survival. But they did not. Hearing the cries for help coming from distant radios, they invited many to join them behind their strong walls. They aided others, more established towns, helping them build walls and protect their homes, training them in the arts of defense and war, and helping them develop into strong, stable communities. Sounds okay, though letting people out was probably a bad idea. Okay, this one's not as big. Holding back the tide. Though the Desert Rangers never gained the numbers to patrol the wastes in their entirety, it is thanks to their efforts in the century that followed that many communities in the wasteland flourished. They helped protect the community of Hypel until it could rebuild the pre-war defenses that now make it the most well-protected source of water in the wastes. The Rangers helped the rail nomads repair their trains and expand their rail lines, allowing them to establish the thriving trading and transportation network. They also helped the residents of the agricultural center go from a tiny farming community to a food research facility that has the potential to lead the Wasteland into a greener, healthier future. But despite these various successes, there was always a sense that the Rangers were doing little more than holding back the tide, and that, were they to relax for but a moment, the raiders and madmen who lived on the fringes of Ranger territory would flood in and drown the young civilization before it had time to grow and stand on its own 2 feet. And then, almost a full century after the end of the war, in 2087, a new threat rose that threatened this tenuous equilibrium more than any danger the Desert Rangers had faced before. Okay, getting pretty nice, pretty nice. So, I think this is the one that we managed to get. Oh, this is a long one, okay. The library registered in the front of this volume shows Dr. E. Tiedemann as the last ranger who have checked this out. Yeah, I believe this is the last one, okay. Hellraiser, Angela Death, Thrasher, and Snake Vargas. 4 rangers, now legend, were sent out on a fairly standard assignment, patrolling and aiding the communities that the Desert Rangers had sworn to protect. They started in Hypel, a thriving community by now, but at that moment in need of a new generator for their water purification system. While helping the town to fix this problem, they saved a young boy from a rabid dog. Accounts differ as to what happened next, but apparently the owner of the dog, a young man named Bobby, attacked the Rangers for killing his pet, and they were forced to kill him in self-defense. The next few stops on their patrol were much less fraught with drama. They saved Ag Center from an animal invasion, bought an engine from the Desert Nomads, moved the mayor in Quartz by defeating a mob boss named Ugly John, and freed a young mechanic named Ace, who joined them, and who has proven an asset to the Desert Rangers ever since. I feel like I'm skipping parts, but okay. But the Wasteland is a place of madness and desperation, and insanity is not long in rearing its head, which it did in the next town they visited, Needles. There they encountered the servant of the Mushroom Cloud, who worshipped the nuclear holocaust itself, and they discovered the Temple of Blood. At this point, rumors began to reach their ears that something was wrong in the desert, but they could not get any clear word on that, only that they would find the answer in the cesspit known as Las Vegas. In Vegas, the polite but dangerous crime lord Farron Brago told them that killer cyborgs had been threatening the town, and that his right-hand man, Max, knew more about them, but had disappeared. Further investigation led the Rangers to the Las Vegas branch of the Servants of the Mushroom Cloud. Before she could talk to them, their leader, Charmaine, sent the Rangers back to Needles to retrieve the blood staff from the Temple of Blood. Once they brought it to her, she told them to search for Max in the sewers of Vegas. It is here that the rumors the Rangers had been hearing were proven true. The sewers were swarming with androids. Metal monstrosities of all shapes and sizes roamed the underground, attacking on sight. After a brutal fight with the androids, the Rangers found Max, or rather pieces of Max, as he turned out to be a lifelike but disassembled artificial human. Max had hoped to negotiate peace with the cyborgs, but was ripped apart for his troubles, though not before he had learned where they had been coming from, an ancient pre-apocalypse military facility called Base Cochise. Okay, so this is actually giving a lot of story finally. So we're finally figuring out what base Cochise is. Alright, let's see the next one. God damn it, it's long again. The History of the Desert Rangers by Ranger Citadel. Finster and Cochise. Armed with disinformation, the Rangers marched off to end the cyborg menace, but it wasn't going to be as easy as walking through base Cochise's front door. To fight the androids, the Rangers were going to need more and better equipment. To that end, they explored another old facility known as the Sleeper Base, where an automated training program taught them how to fly helicopters. From there, they traveled to Darwin Village, yet another ancient military facility. To their horror, they found another major threat to the Waste here, as the former director of the facility, an insane cyborg by the name of Erwin John Finster, was creating dangerous mutated creatures that he hoped would inherit the planet once the cyborgs and the dangerous plague he developed had wiped out all humans. Just a moment, please. Sorry about that. Unable to reason with Finster, the Rangers decided to end this threat before it truly started, and destroyed him and the base. Soon after, the Rangers learned that the keys that would allow them to enter base Cochise were held by a dangerous xenophobic sect known as the Guardians of the Old Order, who were obsessed with the preserving technology and keeping it out of the hands of the common folk. When the Guardians responded to the Rangers' request for the keys with a necessary force, the Rangers assaulted their fortress. Okay, the Guardian Citadel. A massive facility built into the side of a mountain. We now call the place Ranger Citadel. In the end, Hellraiser, Angela Death, Thrasher, and Snake Vargas battled their way to the Guardian's inner sanctum, uncovering a cache of power armor and a functional attack helicopter, which they flew to base Cochise, wiping out the android patrols sent to destroy them and landing on the roof. Inside the base, they found a malevolent computer known as Base Cochise AI, mass-producing the robot Scourge. The Rangers tricked the AI into creating an administrative robot they named Vax, and with Vax's help, they dismantled the robot-making machinery. But knowing that the base would eventually repair itself, that they had only stopped the robot horde temporarily, they plunged into the heart of the base Cochise and fought through a gauntlet of mechanical madness to start a chain reaction of explosions that finally wiped the base off the map. Okay. So a lot of stuff happened basically. That was 5, right? Yeah, that was 5. And last one finally. From Guardian Citadel to Ranger Citadel. In the 15 years since, the Desert Rangers had moved their headquarters from the old prison facilities that had served them for a century to a larger and more secure Guardian Citadel. Initially, there was some thought given to keeping the prison staffed and returning it to its original purpose, but this would have required manpower that the Rangers needed to keep patrolling the wastes for remnants of Base Cochise's cyborg army and Finster's monstrosities. For while those threats were averted, the mark they left on the Wasteland has not entirely faded. And so, with their greatest dangers past, the Rangers are now a strong and well-respected force in Arizona, fully capable of fulfilling their promise to their fellow survivors of the apocalypse, that they will be ever vigilant, defenders of the wastes, and strive with hearts, minds, and strength of arms to bring about a new and better era of human civilization. Afterward, I undertook this task of writing an accurate history of the Desert Rangers due to an incurable fascination with history, While much historical writing survived the apocalypse, it pains me to think how much human accomplishment from that point onward has not been written down, and can easily be forgotten. That being said, though I did my best, I perhaps underestimated the difficulty inherent in historical writing, and dare not claim every word in this book is true, but only that it is the most accurate history of the Wasteland I could construct. Ranger Cymac. Well then, so that was definitely a very long read. But it had a lot of interesting history, so I think it's the best that we read it. Into the chest you go. So yeah, if anyone wants them, they can just take them from the chest. I'm keeping the toast though. I still don't know where the second farmer diary is. I don't know if there is an intelligence report part 3. Just a moment. Apologies. Okay, so I guess that this is with the books. She definitely had it before. What? Weird. Okay, then what do I do? 2.5. Okay. As much as I like mechanical repairs, the bottle is apparently very heavy, and I do not like that. Most unusual camera that's broken. A pair of contact lenses is a surprisingly clean plastic case. There's even some saline solution in there. Can't combine them. That would be nice, but apparently no. Naturally forming crystal. I don't know what these are for. I don't know what this is for. This apparently sells for quite a lot. But we can only send for 31. Sad times indeed. Memories of my time in the Rangers, part 3. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do then. Also, give the repair unit to this guy. Give him the camera too, just in case. As far as I'm aware, he doesn't really carry anything anyway, so... Okay, and now you. Honestly, I'll put like 100 ammo into the box. $101, good enough. And I'll just sell the rest because I really do not need it. It's a lot of anti-venom that I'm not using. That's a lot of everything that I'm not using. I also don't really need pain relievers now as well, so... Is there anything else that's useful to me? Let's sell a bit more as well to the guy. I think I have a few more, yeah. Sell. First of all, sell all of that. And 15 of these. Don't want to sell anything else. Anything else at all. I kinda don't need it, honestly, and that's 2 LBs? I don't actually know what this is, I'll be completely honest. Yeah, let's sell them. goodbye. And let's check.
Holy
check here.
cow! Everybody here must be so smart.
I was told you visited the prison recently. Never been. And with those scorpions there, I don't think I'd care to.
A little rude, but
What can I do for you?
just a moment, please. All right. So cheap weapons. You found this case with the old computer marked Ethil Wolf's Utopia. Does this mean anything to you?
Not a thing. Would you mind if I keep it here? I like a good mystery, and that thing sure as hell is mysterious.
Yeah, you can have it. Just let us know if you solve the mystery.
Will do. Thanks, Echo.
All right. What have you for us, actually?
Some very nice pieces. Let's see. Old Flintlock sent over a requisition with your name on it. Said he hopes better armaments will prevent further deaths.
Did we have a death? I don't. I don't know.
I've got no goddamn clue what to make of that Aetherwolf machine you brought me, but it's interesting. So I'm happy to give you a rec for it.
Okay, nice. So I got 2 requisitions allocated for you. And what do we get for that? Oh yeah, this is a lot better. Oh, this is also pretty good, actually. But it's heavy. Okay, that's why. Oh wow, the combat action is actually incredibly good. Interesting. Okay. Bad attitude. What is this specifically? Submachine gun, okay. So this would be on G, the gunner, the G of the group, so to say. The good commander. Okay, submachine guns. Wrong character. Gives hard ass, but it's kind of useless on her. Shotguns that I'm not using. Oh wow, it's heavier too. But the combat speed. Oh, she has 4 strength. She could wear this. But I'd rather not make it even harder for her to walk. And you actually run quite a lot. Yeah, you know what? Let's get one of these. Don't you kind of do? You do have a leather jacket, so that's already pretty nice. Tactical vest would be better though. Yeah, I don't know, I like combat armor a lot better than steel plate armor. But it is heavier, that's the only thing though. I think I'll just accept it. Yeah. Okay.
Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Remember, it's just one item per rec. I'll let you know when I've got more for you.
All right. Fair enough. Later.
Thanks for visiting, recruits. Come by anytime. And go see Sergeant Nelson if you're looking to shop.
Sure. All right. So let's put on our new armor. Yeah, and the combat speed as well already increases. That's very good. Who should I put this on instead? I don't think he can wear it. 6? No, not even close. Yeah, I don't want to give any armor to her because she already has difficulties. Yeah, I'm okay with decreasing her speed a little bit because she has way too much speed. Just a moment. But yeah. Also, what the hell? Oh, that's the stick. I just realized what the hell is going on here. There's the my apologies for that. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, no. Okay, so enough about that. Let's see what we can do with our characters then. Yeah, I can give this then to Vulture Squire. And now she has armor. Nice. Well, what did I do with the old other armor that he had? His old armor. I'm pretty sure I didn't give it to anyone, so... Okay, he has it. 1 point... Oh, no. Yeah, no. Can I just... Flag is junk? Okay, yeah, no, I can't. Unfortunate, but what can I do? Yeah, I'll just sell it off then. Equipment. Okay, sell that, and I think that's it. No, sell... You know what? The PDA is actually better, so off the ball goes. Okay, and that's it, I think. Was there anything else here that I wanted? I don't think so. Pulse rifle is kind of nice. But the range is just not that great. It's basically just tiny bit better than the other one. Like, carbine is actually better, but it's not that great at all. Ooh, Fast Benetto seems pretty nice. I think it actually refreshed somehow. I don't know why. But either way, I'm fine with not getting anything else. So just a quick double check. Actually, we've taken our sweet time with this episode. And it seems like we've already wasted quite a lot of time. So, unfortunately, I don't think we'll...
This beats Master Kekabus' place all to heck.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't think we'll actually have any time to do anything interesting. So let's just check with the other merchant.
Ooh, shiny.
Let's trade. What do you have? Not that much, not that much actually. A scorpion, okay. Better range, that's pretty interesting. Oh, and it shoots, it has less AP to shoot it. That's also kind of nice. It is ultimately weaker than my current one. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it be then. What else do you have? Small scope. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. That would be select items. No, I think that's all the stuff I sold to her actually. Usable items, junk. No. What do you consider mods then? It doesn't seem it considers them at all. Well, okay, that's it. Okay, goodbye. Till next time. That it was so sad that Axe ended her, but I'm glad you were able to help those poor folks in Highpool. Okay, she does also have some dialogue. Nice. But yeah, I'm not going to be playing for too long. Give this to the actual person can use it. And now that it's here, who can actually use this thing? A lot of things can use it. Sniper rifles, assault rifles. Okay. 24, 20. Plus 3 maximum range. He and Wanderer and Vulture Scribe would have the exact same range then. Yeah, you know what, as much as I would like to put it on something else, like on this gun, like it would be very nice on this gun as well, I'm gonna actually put it on the sniper rifle. Yes please. Nice, and now it is a very, very capable sniper rifle. It was already really powerful and now it has insane range and it never jams. That is what I like. And I think that is all that we have time for today. Yeah, let me yeah, that's all the time we have for this time. I do thank you very much for joining. I do apologize that nothing really interesting happened, so I do hope that you at least enjoyed the story about the Desert Rangers. Thank you very much for joining once again. This has been Grey Willow. If you have any suggestions how I can improve, you can always leave them in the comment section down below. And I hope to see you in the next episode, where I will hopefully start doing stuff. We will actually next time go to the place beyond the radiation fog that I was told. The Monta? I think it's the Monta. Let me check actually. Find a way. Yeah, the Monta. Yes, next time we will be trying to get to the Monta. But maybe we'll encounter other stuff along the way, so who knows. What I would like to know is that you would have a wonderful day. Goodbye.